Hello. I did not want to forget the energy of the fall equinox that is coming up on the 22nd. And what this means is on the day that the sun enters Libra. Libra is one of the cardinal signs, and so it's one of those signs that mark the beginning of a season. And it is going to be telling us on that day, and look at that compared to your chart, and find out what the next 3 months are going to be like until the end of the year, until we reach the winter solstice. So let's take a look at what's on the underside of the deck here for that equinox energy. Out of the mess comes elegant order. I guess it's preparing us for the fact that there is going to be a lot of messy situations out there, but it will get straightened out. That's the feeling I'm getting. Polish your mirror for perfect clarity. This is about what you can do. And I think there's a lot that we've been releasing. We have this new moon happening in Libra, conjunct Black Moon Lilith. And to me, it's like we're starting relationships, but there's boundaries. It's talk to the hand, Lilith, right? You decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? Eclipses are, and we're in the middle, in between these two eclipse energies. Eclipses are about getting back on your path. And if you're on your path, it gives you a nice quantum leap forward. So, and befriend your fear monster. So I really like that energy. I really like that energy. We have a lot going on, no doubt. We will have a lot going on because really this reading is talking about the next 3 months. And no one is perfect. I feel like this is like, no one is perfect. Everybody's going to have their issues. Give people a little bit of grace. And that's part of why I think you will. Because you know that there's people that are going to be finding out more and more information. We also have Mercury involved in this particular eclipse energy that's coming up. So there's a lot of information that's going to come out as well with all of this equinox energy. So revelations, legal things coming out, just because you do have Libra and Sagittarius are very much about law. So we will get that energy. All right, one more shuffle, and then I will cut this because I think this is an important reading. We normally don't have. Normally, we'd be making a much bigger deal about the equinox, but it's right in the middle of basically the eclipses take precedence over other things. So, on the underside, out of the mess comes elegant order, and then you have the world with it. It's going to be a mess all over the world. It's not just going to be here in the US, it'll be in other places as well. And it's breaking down things so that we can get better coming in. Will it be chaotic? Yeah. I think there's a lot of things that are going to be changing. And we just have to watch the information that comes out. You will know, trust your intuition, what's true when it's coming out. See, underneath your polish your mirror for perfect clarity. To me, this is like somebody's trying to get his attention in the distance, right? I really think that this is all this information coming at you, and you're not quite sure what to make of it. Ace of Cups underneath, you decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? Keeping an open heart chakra. I think that's very important right now. I think that's the key, because when you have this open, I think a lot of people are like, well, doesn't this make sense? If this makes sense, then this must be true. Not if it doesn't say so here, right? So what else? Befriend your fear monster. And then have a party, right? Step forward. This is the Knight of Wands. And I always think of this as a very much an energy of, number one, you're moving forward, but you're doing it with happiness and joy and dancing and music, and and it makes its own magic. As you can see, it's just kind of everything is kind of welling up from from all around her. So befriend your fear monster, invite them to the party. I will say that. Under this Five of Swords is a Six of Cups. Childlike energy and wonder. And it's very much get back into that feeling, get back into that, you know, the sense of you can trust things that are out there. I think you'll know the difference. I think that, we went from the Five of Swords to the Six of Cups. So a lot of, I like the energy, that change of energy, because the Five of Swords feels to me like there's a lot of things bombarding you. But I think taking a step back and then enjoying the things that you really love and remembering with joy things that you really love, I think is super important, because I think that'll help keep you at a better balance. Right under the Ace of Cups, right in the center of the reading, Tower. This is Uranus energy. Indeed. So in the not too distant future, we are going to have Uranus going back over Elgal in October. And that's going to be a time of, I think, additional issues out in the world. I'm not looking at this right now as far as the United States energy, other than I know that it does hit Donald Trump's chart. But I think it hits Kamala Harris's chart as well. But it's more about, I want to say this is a personal thing for you. The things that are going to happen in the collective, that's going to be messy, they have to happen. So when this tower comes up for you, when it's your tower, when it's affecting you personally, just remember that it's meant to get you on your path. It doesn't have to be a bad tower. But I want to just say with a caveat that I think that there's so many things going out in the world that if something comes up and you think it's bad, it's probably for your greatest and highest good that this happened, because if you kept going further that way, it wouldn't have done you any good. It needed to redirect you in a different direction. Of course, redirect you in a different direction. Sorry. And it's a now energy. So I feel like this is going to be happening right now. Let's see. Eight of Wands. Messages coming in. Messages coming in. And that is also an energy of now. So I do feel like whatever is going to be happening is going to be happening much sooner than we anticipated. King of Pentacles underneath the Six of Cups. This is someone who is waiting before taking action, right? They are, I'm just going to keep an eye on things. I'm going to see what's going on. I'm going to get gathering information, because he's in a library. I love libraries. But him being in this library to me is this energy of, I'm going to do my research. I'm going to keep my own counsel. And he's got his pet right there. I really feel that he is, I think that the events are going to happen now, but I think that if you react too soon or you overreact, it will not serve you. See what happens. Page of Wands. And don't be, this came underneath. So I really feel like this isn't going to be that bad of a tower on a personal level for people, and especially people that are more awake and aware. And if you're watching tarot and are aware of astrology and other channels, you're on a higher timeline, and you won't get some of this really strong energy out there. It's almost like it's a protective thing that we have, that we're not getting, because we're not doing the anger thing. We're not doing being fearful. We're just going about our business, having a good time, hanging out with our friends, and adjusting when we need to adjust. truly adjusting when we need to adjust. Page of Pentacles. I saw the what? 3 pages that came out. There was the Knight. Much so this is very much younger energy. World is here. Um, I will say Knight, Page. I will say there's a lot of young energy. I think young people, right? Page of Pentacles. This is someone who this is the beginning of a project, something new going on. So I think you're going to get word, and this is what I want you to see, because really I feel this is the message for this row. Befriend your fear monster. Be willing to step out, right? Get out there. Get out there. You will have messages coming in because you're participating. Participate. It's hard for people to be connected to you when they don't know where you are or what you're doing. And then because of that, I think you're going to have new things starting. You're going to make those connections. You're going to get those messages, and then things will be able to start for you. Something new is coming in. There's a lot of energy out there of movement, a lot of moving energy. Things are changing. So I do get that energy quite a bit for people out there, that it's going to be a lot of changes. Could be messy at first. Um, Listen to this more than you listen to other people. And I want to get a volunteer from the Witch Oracle deck. I think it gives great advice. I just love it. And because we have Black Moon Lilith coming up with this energy on this eclipse, what's that? The Hive Queen. So this is what flipped over for me, the Hive Queen, number 31. I'm interested to see what this says. 31. It's always amazing. The Hive Queen. Bees are nature's alchemists, making honey from pollen, turning base flower materials into liquid gold. Long associated with the goddess, the bees invite you to work your own alchemy, to take the sorrows and disappointments of your life and turn them into grace, experience, and wisdom. A witch knows that in order for this alchemy to take place, she needs to invoke forgiveness. First, for herself. She understands there will be times she could not possibly have known or done better, and must forgive her ignorance. When she knows better, but doesn't do better, she forgives herself so she can enter the galvanizing force of transformation and self-cultivation, rather than sink into the patriarchal gravity of self-condemnation. She forgives others as well, understanding that holding on to injustice, no matter how righteous, is like swallowing poison and expecting the other person to die. She knows in her very veins that sometimes she must forgive when it is not sought out, when the other is not sorry, and in their ignorance or intolerance is blind to her pain. When forgiveness is requested by another, she honors herself by acknowledging that accountability and forgiveness are sisters, only thriving when paired. Every relationship that suffers an infraction needs accountability in order to move forward. If there is no accountability, then there can be forgiveness, but no ongoing relationship. These are her boundaries, both tender and fierce, engaged to keep the hive of her heart whole, a welcoming place for the bees to sing their songs, making melody and honey where once there was only sorrow. So I want you to note that. And I really think that all of this energy coming in, give yourself some of that grace as well. And I think this is a good time to, the thing that stuck out in my mind was relationships have accountability. So when you bring in forgiveness, but there is no accountability, then there is no more relationship. and that should be your boundary. So enjoy your Libra energy. It's a good time to start initiating something, and a good balance. Libra is the scales, after all. Bye.